Unlocking the secrets of neon glow is our topic today on Luminar Coffee Break. Let's see what we can accomplish in 10 minutes or less, starting now. Hello everyone, I'm really excited to show you this next trick, mainly because it deals with masking and it makes it real quick. So here we are, here's the original, and with neon glow and a layer right up in here, we're going to create this look. All right, so let's start over. I'm going to remove this layer and I'm going to remove this layer here. All right, now to get started is this. I went into a graphics program. You can decide which one you want, whether it's Photoshop, Canva, whatever. And this is what I created. And this is the secret I found, which I thought was pretty cool about this. The graphic has to be on a black background, and then the object, in this case, an oval, has to be white. So black and white. The reason for that is when we come over here to our layer blend modes, let me get out of there for you. Right here, notice when I cycle through, lighten and screen removes the black. So that's what we want to do. All right, so again, black background, white object. Now I'm going to just take this and I want to skew it, rotate it, and of course, we're going to make it really big. All right, so we have it like this. A little too much, right about there. That's it. And again, I'm going to get it a little bit skewed. All right, so I like where that's at. You know what? I kind of want it off the screen a little. There we go. How's that? Right about there. Almost where it's like touching the sides. Again, that's entirely up to you. All right, so decide where do I want this to go. So I do want it to come across. That all looks great. I have it set. Now, this is where we apply the neon glow to this. So I'm going to come down here to the creative tools and I'll select neon and glow. Now I have two choices. The first one, of course, is going to draw it. Well, the second one, it's going to look for the main object and boom, add this neon glow to it. So I'm going to select it. There it is. I'm going to take the indentation, bring it in a little bit. And again, this is entirely up to you on how far or how much or how little you want to give it. Let's worry about there. Now the spread, now you have to be careful with this. I am going to spread it just a little bit. But remember, there is still a black transparent background that we're not seeing. In fact, screen got rid of it, which is perfect. So it's right there. And then I could change the hue. So you could decide what color you want this to be. Well, I'm going to try to get as close to that purple as I can, matching her outfit. Now the whiteness is going to either give me a lot of white into the neon itself or very little. I'm going to do right about there. That looks a little bluish. Right there. Atmosphere, I'm going to bring that way down. And the spread's too much. Right there, that looks good. And again, this is just something you can work on. And I like it right about there. All right, now here's the magic. In the past, now I could, under Refine Object, erase and do all the real simple things from there. Or I could use the tool mask, do something very similar, but that's not going to cut it. What I want to do is this. Right-click, and I want to duplicate the bottom layer. Now, when I move it to the top, it's going to hide what's underneath. So what we need to do is this. I'll come over to Mask, and I want Portrait Background Removal, and I'm going to remove it. And look at this. It's going to remove the background. It's going to remove the whole background for me. Beautiful. Look at this. Right up in here, all of this is going to look absolutely amazing. Right? But here's the catch. I want it to come in front of her. So how do we do it? Well, I'm going to use a layer mask this time. And what I'm going to do with the layer mask, because I already removed the background, I'll use brush, erase. Let's zoom out just a little bit. And now, ready for this? If I just come right over the area that I want to be seen, look at this. Now look what it's doing. Awesome. Look at that. Because the bottom layer is here. If that bottom layer wasn't there, this wouldn't look as clean cut as it is. But so the secret was to take the layer, the bottom layer, and move it to the top. So what you're really seeing is the subject, no background, the bottom with the background, and the subject is just placed on top of this. All right. So there we have that part of it. Now, I can always go back to this section here, and it's all, again, it's non-destructive, so I can come back in, and I thought I did have a little too much blue in there. So I'm going to come in and try to bring that down. Either spread a little bit too much. There we go. Yes. Oh, you know what? That's why. Okay, so I have to make sure that I click on the right side. There we have it. And there, that's the one. So you see this right here? Again, I was on the draw tool and I wasn't on the object tool. So make sure that when you do that, you're on the object tool. And one thing to note also, notice I didn't create another instance of Neon and Glow. I went to the Edits tab, and think of that as history. And this is where I made those changes. All right? And once again, let's look at before and after. Here we are, before and after. All right? So there we have it. I mean, how fast was that? Think of the concept that we just did here. We added a bottom layer, some type of something. In this case, it was Neon Glow, some object, something here, and then we sandwiched it together by copying the bottom layer with all of its edits. On top of that, remove the background, and now we have a beautiful mask, and from there we can manipulate the mask any way we want. All right? So I hope you found this very helpful, and again, I wanted to do something that was a little more creative. The holiday seasons are coming right now. Think about applying this with a Christmas tree or your family and your friends around a menorah. You decide, but I'm giving you the tools to make it work. All right? And by the way, for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, you're welcome to join us right here on our Zoom channel, because after this, those that are here right now watching us, about close to 100 of them, are going to stick around for the Ask Me Anything segment, where we're going to talk about this particular topic or any topics related to photography, photo editing, tech support. If something's going wrong with our Luminar Neo, we stick around for that. All right? So once again, if you're here, please stick around for the Ask Me Anything segment. For everyone else, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you at the next coffee break.